the previous class, we have learned about water demands. You know that domestic requirements, institutional requirements, the major components. We have also seen the industrial requirements, higher demand, water demand factors affecting design period for estimating the future population, and different methods of population forecast. In this particular session of the continued activity, we are going to discuss something about estimating the water demand for different establishments. As a case study, this is the first example that is being discussed here. Estimate water requirement for an apartment, and it resides 100 residents. It is located in a city having a population of 1.5 lakh. The total floor area of the building is 300 square meters. As per the manual on water supply and treatment, for 1.5 lakh population, the domestic water requirement specified is 150 to 200. In this example, I have taken the water demand to be 150 LPCD, so that the total domestic water requirement comes out to be 150 into 100, that is 15,000 liters per day or 15 meter cube per day. The other component of the water requirement for this apartment is the fire demand. As area is given, population based empirical formula may not work in this particular case. Area based empirical formula is more appropriate. This is the formula that you are required to use. C is the factor which depends on the type of the construction, and ordinary construction is taken, and the factor is 0.6. And 450 meter square is the total built up area of the floor. It is normally written as 300, it is 450 meter square, and the total requirement is 4072 meter cube per day. And you compare the domestic water requirement and the fire demand. So fire demand is much more higher than 15 meter cube per day. So in this context, it is not proper to include this huge fire demand because it is very large compared to domestic. In this case, the best option is supply the water at the rate of 15 meter cube per day to the apartment and make an extra arrangement for the extinction of the fire in case of any fire hazard occurs for this particular building. So this example focuses on estimating the water requirement of the apartment for the present population, that is 100 residents. The second example is taken for a different establishment. It is a school of 1000 students, and the school has no residential facility, and further the students are asked to work out the capacity of the storage tank. As per the water supply manual, the per capita water supply for the school is 45 LPCD. So the water requirement comes out to be 45,000 liters per day, 45 meter cube per day. Here we are required to make a provision for the fire demand. And again, the different expressions that are used for estimate fire demand may not work here. We should choose the appropriate rate of fire demand rate. 1800 liters per minute is specified the IS code. Fire duration is normal between 1 to 4 hours. We have taken 1 hour here, and based on that you can calculate the fire demand for 1 hour duration at this particular rate, and assign some portion of this requirement for calculating the storage tank capacity. The capacity of the storage tank is calculated as volume of 50% supply per day, 25% emergency storage, and 10% fire demand at this particular rate. 50% of the demand comes out to be 22.5, 25% of the 10% of the total water required for 1 hour fire demand. Total volume comes out to around 44,000 liters. So these two examples clearly mention the different ways of estimating the fire water requirement depending on the situation. In the earlier case, it was an apartment. Area based fire demand formula works. It is a school. The rate of water supply and the fire duration is going to work. So these are the two basic examples that will help the students to estimate the water requirement for a city as a whole. And we go for a in-class activity where you got to work out the water requirement for a city, and working out the water requirement of the city is altogether different. So because when we are looking at the school or an apartment, so it is worked out for the present day requirement. But when you are working out the water requirement for the future requirement for a city, we need to take into our future requirement. The complexities in the calculation are going to be more, and that we'll discuss in detail in class